and more relaxing. When Susie sees that Joe's kick is relaxed and streamlined, she releases him but continues leading. Her draft helps Joe maintain a light, efficient kick. Resume towing if you see any hint of struggle. As Toby is towed, she memorizes her head position and the feeling of a long, clean body line to maintain that sensation after release. Practice tow and release repeatedly until you feel the same ease solo you feel while being towed. As you practice solo, focus mainly on keeping calm water at the corners of your goggles and lay back until your hips and legs feel light. Don't worry how far or fast you go. The goal is a kick as gentle and quiet as Catherine shows here. In sweet spot, balance should be even easier and your kick more effective. As Joe tows Susie, he makes sure her head is hidden and stable, then helps her rotate barely enough for the knuckles on her right hand to clear the water. Then he watches carefully for a relaxed kick and a long, clean line from head to toes. When he sees that Susie is balanced and at ease, they repeat on her right side. When you practice solo, focus on a long, straight body line with your legs inside your body cylinder. Continue to feel as if you're being towed and slipping through the smallest possible hole in the water. When you master balance on both sides, you can practice rotating from sweet spot to sweet spot, as Terry demonstrates in the endless pool. Rotate gently and without disturbing the water. You don't need much of a kick to swim efficiently, but a poor kick can make the drills more of a challenge than they should be. These exercises can improve your kick enough to drill smoothly. Towing helps you relax and keep your kick gentle and compact. This is far more effective than kicking harder. Try to feel the same after release as you did while being towed, even if for a short distance. This will help imprint the right habits. Patiently increase your solo drilling bit by bit. Learning to relax is far more important than kicking hard or fast. Vertical kicking improves your efficiency by teaching you to kick from the top of your leg, like a pendulum. This increases propulsion and reduces drag. Stand tall and kick with a long, supple leg. Lengthen your leg from hip to toe and keep your kick compact. A tight, steady kick like Catherine's takes less energy than a wide, slower one. You can scull your outstretched hands for support as you learn the position. As your kick improves, fold your arms as Joe does. The most important role of your kick is to help rotate your body. Improve your feel for this by practicing quarter rotations every few seconds. If you feel vertical kick is helping your efficiency, it's helpful to start back balance or sweet spot with a bit of vertical kick, then lay back into position as Catherine does here. To check her balance, then sneaks her lower arm forward, making her body line longer and more slippery. Susie checks Joe's head-spine alignment, then begins towing on his hand to emphasize the long vessel feeling. She also positions his hand just below the surface. Joe balances effortlessly because he lays back with his head hidden. He also extends his body line from fingertips to toes to slip through the smallest possible space in the water. After release, use the lightest kick to keep moving, keeping your feet inside the same space your body traveled through. Take the time to be comfortable and slippery on both sides before moving to the next drill. As Jennifer demonstrates, it's a relaxed kick and a sleek body line, not effort, that make the difference. Toby supports Jennifer's feet as she rotates to a nose-down position for the first time. Jennifer remains there a moment to memorize her position, then rolls back up to sweet spot to breathe. Then she returns to the fish position, ready to be launched. After launch, focus on slipping through the smallest space in the water. Roll all the way back to sweet spot to breathe. Then do another full cycle on your own before stopping. On your second try, your partner should check your head position and side balance, as Jennifer does for Toby. This is precisely the same head position you'll use from now on. As Catherine shows in a switch drill, and Terry shows while swimming. Fish drill is the easiest place to learn this essential skill. When you feel balanced and slippery, practice solo. Roll cleanly and easily from nose up to nose down and back again. If you can make this effortless on both sides, you'll breathe more easily on either side while swimming. Once again, focus your practice on the kind of balance and ease that Joe shows here. It's an easy transition from fish to our skating drill, which teaches you how balance will feel when swimming and how to stay long and balanced while breathing. Start in the fish position. Then extend your lower arm so your hand is below your head. Can you see how Jennifer's balance improves with her arm extended below her head? Also, notice that her head is right where it was in fish. To breathe, roll back to sweet spot. Stay long and sleek as you roll all the way to where you can breathe with ease. Breathe deep and slow before you return to fish position. You can also start in sweet spot. Notice how Susie draws Joe's hand down and forward to improve his balance as she launches him. Think of the line along the bottom of your body as 3 o'clock. If you balance effortlessly, like Susie, you can position your hand at 3 o'clock. Then, flex your wrists so your fingertips point down. Because Joe is quite lean with long legs, he angles his arm to 4 o'clock. Any swimmer who really struggles with balance or her kick should point her arm to 4:30 or even 5 o'clock. When swimming, you'll extend your hand to the same position you imprinted during this drill. Be patient in getting these positions right. Attention to detail will make all the difference in how comfortable you feel in advanced drills and swimming. You'll learn faster if you and a friend coach each other in practice, just as Joe helps Susie in a lap pool and Terry assists Fiona in an endless pool. Plan to practice skating drill for as long as you swim. The more you practice it, the more balanced and slippery your swimming will be. This is a good place to put your skills to the test. Start from balance and skating position, as Catherine does here, then add a few strokes. Maintain your head position, reach your hand to the same spot, and feel the same balance. After 3 or 4 strokes, stand up, catch your breath, and do it again. This will give you a preview of your new stroke. 5 cycles in 25 yards. Here Joe gives a great demonstration in how to slip through the water like an arrow through the air. His skating position is perfect as he looks at his hand. Pause here to check that you're still balanced in skating position, then return your hand to your side. Notice how Jennifer bubbles out from her nose while looking down. She could make her position even better by turning her left palm down and angling her fingertips toward the bottom. From overhead, you can see how Terry rolls back and forth cleanly like a log. how he breathes deeply in sweet spot, and how he stays poised on his side as his hand comes forward. Mastering this will help you imprint timing for underswitch, our next drill. Underswitch is your first opportunity to link your arm stroke to body rotation for effortless power. It also teaches you the switch timing that helps you stay tall as you stroke. Joe stays just as slippery while switching as he was while skating. In slow motion, you can see the timing imprinted in underskate triggers the switch here. When Joe's right hand passes his head, his right hip drives down, which drives his left hand back. That's how you link the stroke to core muscle for propulsive power. Jennifer has mastered the timing. Her next skill will be to learn a firmer position for holding the water with the lead arm. Here, Ian shows you something that may happen to you. After he switches, he's still not in position to breathe. He's patient enough to keep his head in line and wait for his body to rebalance, then he can breathe. As Joe demonstrates, one way to fix that is to make your switch crisp and smooth, taking your belly button to the air. Finish right to sweet spot and you'll breathe more easily. Now that you've felt the power of whole body movement, we'll bring swimming rhythms to that movement. In double underswitch, you add rhythmic rotation, but still have leisure and sweet spot to plan your movements. Here, Susie shows us the key skills in this step. She looks directly down while switching, keeping her head right in line with her spine. She uses stroke timing that always keeps one hand in front of her head. Susie could improve by positioning her lead hand a bit deeper before the switch. The key things to observe in Joe's practice are how relaxed and fluid he is, all while staying long and sleek.